Hello, hello. We're going to get started with your reading today. This is a Libra individual spiritual reading. Again, take what resonates for you and its highest marks, okay? Also, whatever isn't yours, just leave it here for another Libra, sun, moon, or rising. We're also covering Venus today. So let's split on the splitter. Beautiful. A lot of blues, like even in your last reading, you had blues as well. We have symbols here. You had this maybe 3 days ago, and you also have the breath. So we covered this symbols card just as a review. It says, there's a familiar saying that a picture is worth 1,000 words. There are countless memories, images, symbols, signs, and learning experiences that we retain throughout our lifetimes. When you link it with spirit, the blending process enables the access to your personal symbolic library. And within each experience stored with that image or symbol, they can tap into the associated memory. A lot of this is from childhood. 5 years old to 10 to 15, every milestone moment. Some of these symbols can also be like a toy you had as a child. It could even be a music box for some of you females. Maybe you had something precious given to you by a grandmother or mother. So these symbols, and it's amazing that the last part of it says, the symbol or image provided may have a strong meaning to you, while the same image can have a totally different meaning for somebody else. As such, you can't have others interpret a symbol for you, so it's important to start building up your own symbolic library. You build this up or even rebuild it as you go through something tragic. Just as an example, the symbols for me is a butterfly because it's associated to my now passed on mother. I also had a lot of memories with dolls when I was small. So if I ever see an insignia of Barbie or something with like a Mattel label, and it has come back over the last few years, it's associated to those times, right? Even certain musical artists, Whitney Houston, for me, every time I hear I Want to Dance with Somebody, even if it's on the radio and it's tuned into a particular station, symbols, they send it to you, your spirit guides. You have this back here again today, and it's probably been happening predominantly for you. So I'm excited for that, because when they try to communicate with you, it's a powerful time of you gaining those little downloads. Also, when it's something that precious attached to your childhood and you personally, you know all the more that this detailed message coming to you is more from your guides. It's more of a connection to the ethers, to the heavens. I love symbols for you, and I'm glad it revisited you today. You also have the breath, new card. Again, I'm seeing a lot of blues, even in your last reading, which was a couples and no communication reading, the last posting. So there's clouds here. Again, we're about to take a sigh of exhalation, maybe even to relieve herself. You know, it seems like she's healing, you know. She looks good, so she's not in a detrimental area of her life. And it's about that great release, right? Even if it's after a workout, for some of you, even if it's a quiet moment that you get alone, okay? So I'm going to read the first paragraph, and this video might turn out long. We'll see how it goes, because this is about you today, okay? The breath. Awareness of the breath is the key to the continual movement of life and your connection with spirit. Be mindful of your breath. It helps you to remain in the present, bringing clarity of thought, tolerance, and patience. It can benefit your overall health and well-being and help your mediumship development. Again, it's from a medium deck. Some of you are just going through this, feeling intuitive feelings, feelings that you get out of nowhere sometimes. They can signify whether you've been pressing them down. So the breath, again, I read somewhere if you take really, really deep inhalations and you hold them for about even a minute, I mean, if you can, you'll probably turn blue, but it's so therapeutic for you. It's so good for your lungs. It's good for your heart as well. And even when you do this with meditative music, you'll see a large difference of which you weren't practicing this, if that makes sense. So the last paragraph here, practice these breathing techniques or learn about them, as they will not only make you a stronger person, but also a healthier one. We just covered that. So you have the breath and symbols for today. Thursday energy, symbols, and the breath. These might even come to you today, okay, randomly. I'm getting that, like to tell you that. You might even receive a song later on and you're like, oh my goodness, right? I love that. So we're going to use today romance angels to get a little bit more love thoughts, what's in the current. We're going to do a really good shuffle. 44 cards of the romance angels. I actually have to look if it's 44. let's get started. And you do have another upload today, so please enjoy. The Libra library is getting full. I believe it's like 500 videos now in total here. So what I do is I watch past readers. I go to their library and I click on a video which resonates in my life at the current time, and I see if there's a pattern in maybe similar cards that are effective of the time, you know. So let's say they did this reading 5 years ago. I'll look and see if they have temperance or something that's relative to this time. A reader's doing readings at this time, and you'll be surprised. One of the sweetest was a tarot reader named JDS Tarot. I don't know if you all remember him. He hasn't uploaded in a long time. It's been sort of a mystery of what's gone on with him, where he's been. I used to watch him all the time, and he sings so beautifully at the beginning of his videos. So check him out. Even watch some of his old ones. He's really amazing, and I miss him. It's unclear where he went. So we have Worth Waiting For. This is your message today. Okay, looking a little like Princess Leia there in the clothed linen. This particular one has like space buns. It says, divine timing is at work in your love life. Some of you have written honestly on here and have said, I don't know if I even believe in divine timing anymore. Some of this can come in as doubts, right? We look at readings for guidance to maybe point us in a certain direction, maybe where our doubts can leave us. So today, I ask you to think of all the possibilities of which you are being led to love. Are you going after the appropriate people? Are you looking for companionship outside of the bar, meeting someone at the grocery store, a natural place, okay, is what I'm trying to say. Are you going to places that enrich your soul and maybe meet someone outside of yoga or the gym? So there is this time. I kind of feel like today it's addressing time that it's worth waiting for. Those blessings that will be bestowed. Sometimes it happens on a day you're not even expecting. You leave your house and then you meet the person that's going to be with you for the next 7, 8 decade years of your life. So worth waiting for. Just take a little time. It's food for thought, this video today. So we're just looking at your energy. Forgiving and learning was next in shuffle. You are trying to forgive. What I'm getting is it's a specific person. I felt it immediately as I touched the card. It's a specific person. You could have been married to them for a long time. A lot of stressors in this, especially if other things impacted the relationship. Maybe here an upset family, an upset mother-in-law, or maybe they didn't even believe in the love for you. And what this is telling me is like, it's almost like you're single right now, okay? You've had to let go of certain things. Some of it is toxicities, habits of both of you. We do like to get like very clear here. So you could be forgiving a certain someone, okay? Even just appreciating that they were in your life for those maybe handful of good years, okay? And if some of you here are forgiving a new situation, because I'm also getting that, it's about also figuring that they had a place in your life to teach you a certain lesson, a spiritual lesson. And it says at the bottom, as you release and heal this past, you experience more love in the present. Again. And he's sort of, there's a female energy. Oh no, it's a male. Kneeling down to ask. And it's sort of like a begging that's going on in the photo. It's very Renaissance, right? But it's pleading with this person to forgive. They did give you something at one point in time. It wasn't always bad here. So I do want you to exercise a little bit of that food for thought as well. All right. Release your ex was your last message. So here we have a completely different message, and that's okay because we're going directly from shuffle. Release your ex. All these ties too could be pointing to, you might be noticing that you're healthier as of late. You've been making better choices. Maybe you're even eating healthier, or you're taking care of yourself more on the day-to-day. So it says the time has come to clear the energy. So you better sage that house, sage you. What I do in the mornings is I'll take like lavender, like flavored sage, because they make them flavored now. And I'll actually do like my heart chakra. I'll do like my crown, just to make sure that there's nothing that is weighing you down. Okay. Especially in this community, when you read on YouTube, there are so many people that come onto your channel and they don't take the gracious thought that you're doing a free reading, that it's purely pro bono, right? And I've had people that have complained, it's not you, but I'm just saying I've had energy on the channel that's been confusing. And as you grow something over time, you only want to help. And that's what I'm saying here in this video. So release your ex, forgiving and learning. This could all be your ex, okay? Or it could be a friend. Some of you could have a friend that did you wrong as well. So I get that. I'm gonna get one more, romance angels. You have retreat again, excuse me. I talk so fast that I legit need water in a reading. So we do have, it's time to disconnect from the world. We have that father-like energy again, okay? And she's wearing one of those old school 80s dresses, huge dresses, right? I mean, they don't look like this anymore. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. I'm immediately getting grounding. Go ground, go sit outside, park yourself under a tree, okay? Even if it's in your car. I think it's time for that retreat. I think you need to disconnect from all electronics. There was a day I did this where I didn't use my phone. I didn't have connection to my direct family members that need me all the time, like father, brother, cousin sometimes. It does wonders for you. When you clear your head and you have a sound judgment, okay? You can discern easier too when everything is quiet. So advice there for you. Let's get 3 cards for your heart, mind, and soul today. Let's do it. And maybe we'll probably do some clarifiers too. Again, with the lights, here's what's on the split. Judgment and the moon. One more time. So we hear, you know, it's crazy. Let me just show you a synchronicity. You have 2 teal cards, major arcanas, by the way. They're not minor. Then you had this blue energy here. I don't know if it's like a thing happening to you. Blue is the color of truth and clarity. If you ever see blue in a hospital wall painted in the background, it also has a calming energy for those that are hospitalized, those that are sick. So I did want to mention that. That's sort of like the color therapy for blue. All right, let's see what else tells the story here. I'm going to take judgment in your heart. This is Scorpio energy. You could have Scorpio in your chart or any water sign. You're making a decision. I feel in love, okay? I do think other cubbies of your life could be affected by this judgment, sure. But I think this judgment is a decision. It's coming to a theater near you, possibly today, possibly closing out a chapter as well. So I do think you're walking away from something too. I feel someone leaving with this judgment card. The moon also here today. You could feel like somebody told you secrets in the past, okay? Unclear about a situation, but you followed your intuition. The moon here could still signify little unclear things as well, okay? You also have the 10 of Cups. I just peeked, but you have the 10 of Cups there. Let's see what else. Let's look at your mind. Give me mental energy. Mental energy for balance, harmony, and the beautiful leaves. Thank you. Okay, so you have a huge delivery here. I think it's about 4 cards. You have the Page of Cups, the 4 of Swords, rest and rejuvenation, and you also have the 5 of Cups and 2 of Cups. Okay, so we have a lot of water. Let's go with the water energy first. We have romance, we have a possible person with an apology, and we also have the 5 of Cups. I think you're still hurt by something, maybe playing back moments. Rewind is what I hear, rewinding. 5 of Cups with that egg. This is a loss, okay? Taking an L in the past and healing from it. I believe a lot of you are in the healing space now. This is the space you're in. And that's why the 4 of Swords is here. Rest, rejuvenation, compiling ideas to move on, okay? Also, it's like the Great Beauty Rest. That's my Beauty Rest card. The 2 of Cups. Somebody still loves you. A lot of passionate energy. This is a counterpart. Sometimes it's a twin flame as well. 2 of Cups signified by Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. They could be that. They don't have to be though. I feel like this is the person wanting to apologize to you for some unrest, okay? Non-communication reading picked this up too. So there's a little bit of unrest here. A little untidiness is what I hear. Okay, it could have been a mess. Could have felt like a mess. So let's clarify that. Give me the Page of Cups person. Who's the Page of Cups? Page of Cups for Libra, please. Thank you. 1 card only, the King of Cups. So this is somebody who has been quiet, okay? They don't go out of a room and scream their feelings, by the ways. This is somebody who sits with their feelings. Can replay. They do also do the rewinding. I feel very passionately today that this person has so much emotion for you. They might even come out of the woodwork if you haven't heard from them. And I don't know how you feel about this. We will discover, because the Two of Cups is here. This could also be what you want. You could want love, your own sense of compassion returned to you. And Libras give this out a lot. So as easy as they dole it, they can also be the receiver, okay? Receiving it sometimes is hard, because if you have gone so many years without it, it can feel like you don't know how to accept it anymore. And this is the receiving time for you, Libra. So let's see here. That was mind. Let's get soul. Can you show me the soul of Libra today? What's going on in their spiritual sense? They have symbols and they also have the breath card. So it might have something to do with those two. Top of the deck, Libra. Strength. The Six of Cups returns. Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles, one more, and the Emperor. So this is Aries, which is our opposite sign. Not surprised it's here. You're taking control back. That's the Emperor. Maybe in different areas of your life today, different cubbies. So I believe that this is where you have a sense of what you can change, this Emperor card. But then you also have this one returning today, Six of Wands. This is Leo energy. And you also have more water here. So somebody wants to have a type of success with you, but they also want to have a seize of control. That's going on in your environment. But we did ask what's in your soul. You would like to be more independent, gain control over a certain area. I feel like it might even be career oriented. It could be in your occupation right now. Maybe we're bored. Maybe something here is not as clear as it once was, and that's what I'm feeling. So trying to take back control, okay, of the practical things that we can change. Aries energy. These last two cards here, very, very important. You have 2 6s in the other video, 2 6s return here. We do have nostalgia. You know, the Six of Cups is all things nostalgic that we miss. This could even be you today, as well as another person. We don't rule that out. It's interchangeable energy. And we also have you coming into something abundant, okay? Could be something you're not talking about to a lot of people as well. Strength card, Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo, or this could be your own strength today. As you see here, she's protecting a small lamb, all right? This could even be your soul that you're protecting here spiritually. So this is a very precious animal. As well, it's almost like if you see, she's cradling it from any harm or any possible thing that could happen here. You're protecting essentially something that you love so much. And I see that here. It could even be your memories, and it could be somebody that you hold still very, very reminiscent and that you still love a lot, okay? This was your message today. Thank you guys so much for being with me. I will see you in your future videos, which is not too far away. I hope you have a beautiful day. And remember, all of these messages, just take what resonates and what's yours. I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's video.